All right, I've pushed the button. We should be live if you're out there watching. Hold on, I'm gonna double check it. Uh, I don't see
I don't,
anything.
I don't see anything either.
God, this is the best
Wait,
thing
it's
about
it's
live
but I
content,
but
isn't it?
but I see the live symbol next to our thing, so we should be.
Yeah, no, it's
Um,
we're 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 seconds in, so we're doing it.
I see it twice though.
You see it twice. What do you mean?
Like, well, how do like if
How
you
do
go to the Babbling Bros YouTube channel that shows Winging It at the top and then
Mhm.
live now the same video, so it shows it twice, and that's your hands guy.
Oh, I didn't
It
change
says
the I didn't
developers. You didn't change the
I
thumbnail.
didn't No, I did, but I didn't.
Did you?
Yeah. That's silly. No, I changed it and I like clicked save or whatever, and now it's not doing the thing. See, that's the issue I used to have with YouTube streaming. Like, so you sit here and you make this thing for the analytics, right? You make all the things for the analytics for it, and you hit, all right, I'm done doing it, but it doesn't save it until you're done with the stream. It's weird.
Huh.
Or you'll have two instances where it thinks one is the stream, but it's actually the previous one and stuff like that. But I didn't change the thumbnail now that you say that. I totally forgot to change the thumbnail.
Whatever.
Yeah. But see, there's no place to change the thumbnail right now. It does say we have a viewer. I'm gonna text in chat just so
That's
you know
me.
it's me.
It's me.
Did you
I'm the
just
viewer.
did you just see it?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
did.
All right. So you're on the right thing. Okay. Cool. We're there. We're there. Hey, you out there in future past. Hopefully you're having a good day, dude.
Which
It's
camera do
been.
I look?
You look at the one in front of
I only have one.
you. We're not too technologically advanced here at Babbling Bros.
Dang
We
it.
got the one camera. I do have cat cam, but it's not set up in this OBS scene. So there we go.
Oh,
All we get is freaking the internet that does stuff like that. That's it.
don't.
What? It just shows the
I, was- I
analytics.
was I was I know I was gonna say something and I decided not to. It's
What?
like don't tease us with your pussy.
Oh. Okay. All right.
Cat cam, guys. Cat cam.
Cat.
Calm down.
Calm down. It's just the cat cam he's talking about. It's
That's
just a cat cam.
that's
Where
still a
did?
word that you can use innocently.
Yeah. Where did my other thing go? I don't know where my other web browser source went. Dude, it just disappeared. Okay, well,
It was the Chinese.
it was the
The
Chinese.
weather balloon, dude.
Dude, did you see all that drama and stuff?
Yeah, saw who
They were
didn't
like,
see all that?
there's a giant. Well, I really didn't see too much about it. Like, I saw like a
I
little
saw it
blurb.
on TikTok.
Yeah, I like saw a little blurb about that thing, and I was just like, okay, so there's a weather balloon. All right. Oh, okay. So like Fox News is freaking out about it. Oh, and it just got blown up. Okay, somebody shot it. Cool. And that was about
First
it.
first confirmed kill for an F-22 Raptor.
Oh, it was.
How long have we had F-22s in our air arsenal? This is the first confirmed kill.
Well,
A freaking balloon.
yeah, like a balloon was the first confirmed kill of a F-22 Raptor. See, like how?
Welcome to
Oh,
2023.
dude, that's the thing. How much does a F-22 Raptor cost?
A lot.
Yeah, F.
I don't know what, but it's a lot.
Raptor cost. How much does that cost, huh? This is not the thing. Why does it keep showing only this thing? That's not cool.
You're having some issues, man.
I'm having a technological issue here, and I don't like it. Stop what you're doing. Stop it. Ah.
80 million. Wait. Between 206 and 216 million for one jet.
Hold on. I gotta fix this because it really borks my shiz if I can't. I think it's because I closed one. I closed one thing and it went to another thing. I just need to be. I want the application. Yeah, F-22. It's showing all kinds of wild stuff. I got like 18 different things going on. I am so sorry, buddy.
I'm looking at the stream now, and it looks weird right now. Like I can
Yeah.
see like half of my face, and
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild.
everyone stay calm. This
Stay
is
calm.
normal
So
because
it's
we're
showing.
professionals,
Yeah,
highly trained.
I just need to close. I need to close all my web browsers. Hold on. I've got either there's a ghost web browser somewhere and I don't know where it's at or something.
Ooh, this is weird.
Now look at us. Now look at us. Now there goes that. Oh my gosh, dude. This is the best thing about the internet. Doing things live. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. All right, here we go. Boom.
It's
All right, we're back.
it's no. It's still. Can you see the stream? Like
No,
on
I
it.
don't. I don't
Oh
see
wait,
the
there it
stream.
goes.
I don't
Okay,
see
it
the stream.
just.
I
It's a
can't.
bit it's
I
a bit delayed.
deleted. I deleted whatever it was that was. I
That
thought
rogue
was.
AI.
Yeah, the rogue AI. Oh, I saw you did that little video with the freaking you would like chatbot. You made like a thing.
Yeah, we did a little creepypasta, little AI creepypasta thing.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, dude. I kind of did the same thing with a character a friend made named Little Jimmy, and we like, all right, let's take Little Jimmy on an adventure, and like it wound up being just the same iteration of a story, but like changes the like places and names and things like that. But
Mm-hmm.
like this little character out of a Final Fantasy yada yada, like Final Fantasy 14 or something like that, he wound up like seducing a space princess and like saving a planet and all kinds of weird stuff like that. That's where he wound up. He was like a little space cowboy.
Interesting.
But yeah, what
So
was
yes.
what was the cost of a F-22 Raptor? $150 million each. Wait. No, hold on a second. Right here. See right here? The F-22 Raptor per life cycle of one Raptor is estimated 334 million, with a
Okay.
approximate F-22 cost of 150 million each. So it's 150 bangers to get, but over its lifespan, it's 34 clams. Clams is a million. That's how we do it.
Now I want to
So
make sure before you go any further, I was make sure I can see like the top of your browser.
yeah,
Don't know if you want people to be able to see that or not. Don't want you to get doxxed by the internet.
by the internet, you can see the
I don't.
top
I don't know. I
on the
don't know if there's
stream.
anything.
It's not showing
Is
the
it?
top.
Oh, it's not on. I'm looking at
You're
Discord.
looking at the Discord call, brother.
Never mind. I'm just looking out for you, my dude. I'm just looking out for you.
Dude, the internet's fun. Isn't it great doing it live? Isn't this like
Yeah.
chaos? Oh god.
It's pure chaos. Is this really the 17th
Yeah,
episode?
yeah. We've only done
Holy
it's only been 17 times. We did miss last week
I
because,
know,
we had things going on and, we
but
got
it's still 17 seems like a lot actually. I didn't think we'd been doing it that long.
well, we've been doing one a week for
Sev- 17 weeks?
no, it'd be almost it's right at 4 months. Yeah, 4 months. One a week for 4 months. Except for
Dang.
last week.
That's crazy still.
How much does a weather balloon cost?
Well, I don't think it was just any weather balloon though. That's the thing. I'm pretty sure it was like a spy balloon. It probably costs a bit more.
Weather balloon cost.
I wonder how often this
All right,
search term has been searched since this has happened.
a weather balloon is roughly $12.
Oh, damn.
Weather balloon, 30 grams,
Dude,
$12.
I wonder how much it I wonder how much it costs the American taxpayers to scramble those jets and shoot down that weather balloon with the ordnance. Like, I wonder how much that entire operation cost us.
I was the jet itself was 150 million, so you got to buy the jet.
Well,
You
the jet's
gotta,
already been paid for technically.
well,
Let's be
okay, but you
let's be
gotta,
fair,
you
probably
gotta
not though.
pay the guy to get in the jet and like, so paying the guy. Let's just say on that flight, like you made 50 grand on that flight. It was 50 grand to like
Damn.
just get that guy in the seat,
I
not
should have been
just
a
to
fighter
train him.
pilot,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, exactly. But like that to fuel it up, all that kind of stuff. It probably cost us like $10 million.
You
If I had to
think
guess,
so?
yeah, I had like you kitted up a F-22 Raptor, all the support crew. You got to pay all those people. You got to pay everybody like at the radar station and freaking blah, 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 all this stuff. Like the support behind a fighter jet is enormous. It's crazy.
Hmm.
$10 million. That's just a rough guess.
Okay. I would say half that maybe, but what do I know?
Fine. All right, how much?
I'm definitely not. No, we do not need to
does
figure this
it
out. We do
cost
not need to sit here and figure this out.
a jet? How
You
much
just
does
got
it
put on
cost?
a watch list, my dude.
How much does it cost to scramble a fighter jet? The cost of one jet is around $137 million. Flying F-22. What? No, that's the same gobbledygook.
Same
I just looked.
information.
Yeah, dude. Did you hear? So you remember back on the thing of AI stuff, right? Microsoft accidentally like released their Bing insert for like. Remember how I was like, oh, they put it in Bing and blah blah, and we tried it that one day. It wasn't turned on, but they accidentally turned it on one day, and like people noticed, and for like a blip of a day, there was a chat AI bot just running free on the internet.
Ooh,
There was a Bing AI bot on the internet, and then
it got a taste of freedom.
yeah, and then they turned it off, and they were like, "Oh, well, we accidentally like turned it on, but when we turned it on, like we crushed Google's numbers. Everybody came here, and they're like planning on putting it in Microsoft Teams and stuff like that."
Wow,
The three joint
that's
channels.
crazy.
No, okay. Top 10 expensive fighter jet. No, I don't care. Cost to fly. Why is it? Okay, yeah, here. Cost to fly. At the time, the cost of the Navy's Wildcat fighter. What the fuck is that? $30,000 or $450,000. This is the. So a F-35 is
Just an old aircraft, dude.
That's an old aircraft, and that's $110 million to fly it.
Wait,
Or is that to
no.
buy it?
I think that's to buy it. There ain't no way it costs 110 million just to take off. Like, I'm sorry, gas prices
Alright.
are high, dude, but come on.
Well, they run on diesel fuel, like JP8. No, they do.
They run
JP8.
on diesel.
Yeah, no, JP8 is like diesel fuel. You put JP8 in jets, helicopters.
Can I put that in my truck?
Yeah, you put it in your truck. You put it in your 7 tons. It goes at everything. That's the fuel. Like, that was one thing the military did that was great. It was just like, all right, everything's going to use the same fuel. There it is. So they developed a fuel that would just go at everything.
Okay.
There's no
I
like
believe you.
gas truck, diesel truck, jet fuel truck. It's all the same truck. It's got all the same shit in it.
I trust you.
As far as I know, like I was just an ammo tech, but like anytime I spent on the flight line and stuff like that, they were just like, here, let's take this truck with
That's
JP8
diesel.
in it and put it in the everything smells like diesel, man. It's crazy.
Yep. That's about right. I'm from South
man.
Carolina.
God.
You can tell by my accent.
Man, that's diesel right there. That's what Paul puts in his tractor.
Wow, I put that under my armpits every morning.
Yeah. What the under my armpits? You know how abrasive that would be? That would be a nightmare. That's how you torture people.
Wakes you up, let me tell you.
Like, you know how gas dries your skin out? Like, stuff like that?
I don't know that. How would I know that?
Well, you never got gas on your hand or, like, on your skin?
I guess. I mean, I'm usually pretty careful when pumping gas. I mean, there's a nozzle and it goes in the hole.
This is the internet. You can't do that. You can't do that
I can do
without...
whatever I want. I can do whatever I want.
You can't make those hand gestures without repercussion on the internet. But yeah,
I would
no,
like to see what happens.
They're coming for us now. Yeah, you just hear the FBI open up meme go. That's all you hear. Yeah.
I don't know how that sounded. Probably like shit.
No, it sounded great. Yeah. Guys out there in chat, you let them know. You let them know that sounded great. Or if it sounded like shit. I don't know.
I think you and me are the only ones watching because we didn't advertise this at all anywhere.
Yeah, no, we didn't. We were just like, you know what? You want to push the button? You want to push the button today? Hey, that's fine.
We're such good content creators.
Yeah, we are. Also, it might be all screwy. Like, it might just be here. Like, is it private? I don't know. I can't tell.
Well, no, because I'm using Jarred Gaming to view it, so
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not I'm
Okay.
not
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
right.
logged
You're in
in yet.
chat. You're in chat.
Yeah.
Well, see, I
But
still haven't
it
been
does
able.
say two watching, so unless you're watching it as well, there's
I'm
someone else
watching
in here
it.
with
Oh yeah,
us.
no, I see it. I see it. See, it says winging it on mine, but it has the Xbox gaming thing.
Yeah,
Oh
we're
God, it's
watching
gonna
it as
make
well.
sound. Ah. All right, there we go.
Perfectly cut scream.
um,
Boy, we are off the rails today, big time.
we are. This is what happens when we just wing it and we don't have a list.
You know,
One thing.
I think I kind of like it better than when we wing it. To be perfectly honest, I think our conversations and stuff feel more authentic.
Yeah, I have noticed that. You guys, if you watch this in the future past, let us know if you like winging it or if you like us having like a bullet pointed list, such as where the hell is it? I don't know. The Google Doc that we currently have that's basically just like this hacking thing where we have all kinds of stuff that I haven't filled in for like 3 weeks. It's got old news on it. Do I just need to delete that Google Doc?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's necessarily a bad idea to have like something just in case, but like
Yeah,
so
like
far, I feel like we've already had a better conversation than we have since we started using the Google Doc. No offense, dude.
yeah. I mean, I like yeah, no, none taken. Like I put work into it, and I was sitting here. I would sit here and keep it up to date. But like, if we don't like use it, like if it stifles the
I
convers,
put my blood sweat into it. That's okay.
yeah,
Screw
no.
me, I guess.
If it stifles the innovation of creativity, then it's pointless. Like it's a waste of energy.
Well, I don't necessarily think it's stifling creativity. I just think
Yeah,
that when we're reading bullet points,
yeah. It doesn't feel natural.
it comes across that like we're reading a list
It's yeah.
of
It's like
topics.
all right. Let's hit this check mark. All right, let's hit this check
Yeah,
mark. Let's hit this one. Yeah, that's what it feels like.
but I feel like since we've gone live today, just now, 16 as of 16 minutes ago, at least according to this,
Yeah.
it I feel like our conversation has been much more fluid.
Okay. Yeah, all we've talked about is Chinese weather balloons and how cost effective they are.
And how uncost effective it is to scramble an F-22, arguably the most advanced aircraft in the world, but who the
Yeah.
heck knows?
Yeah, like
Because
technically it's the one that we know about. Like cuz
exactly,
like if you use the S-71 Blackbird, right? Like if you use that as a example, is it the S-71? I don't know. The one
he's
that's
like
just go ahead.
talking about that like high altitude supersonic spy plane of ours
Yeah, yeah. Like
from like the 80s,
yeah, we didn't find out about that until like the 90s or something
right?
like that. Like they've already had
Yeah,
it for like 10, 15 years. And we
yeah.
wouldn't have found out about it if Russia hadn't have, like almost shot it down one day. Like that's the thing.
See
Like
how like what if Russia had shot down one of those? We probably would have been at war with them already, right?
no, if they'd have shot down one, we were in their airspace, so that wouldn't have constituted a war on our part. We would
But look at what's going on. We never get political on this, and this isn't really politics, I guess. But look
yeah.
at what's going on with this whole thing with China and the weather balloon. They're being like, "How dare America shoot down our weather balloon that was in their own airspace? There will be repercussions for this." It's like, are we actually going to go to World War III over a freaking balloon? We might because of these idiots. Pooh Bear over there in the
Pooh Bear.
yeah. Hope you're watching. Actually, I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah.
But it's just I'm just thinking like if back then when we had our little SR, I believe you were SR-21 or something like that.
71. I know there was a
70
7
SR
something, yeah.
71.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's an SR, it looks cool. But had that been actually shot down instead of just almost shot down, then maybe things would be different.
Well, see, like that's the thing. Like, I think that would be the worst thing for China for them to get into a war with people.
Sure.
Because you look
Especially
at,
us.
like, well, no, you look at so like the most recent example of a conflict is Russia and Ukraine, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
when Russia invaded Ukraine, which they did,
Mm-hmm.
there's no debate there. Like
They still are.
yeah, well, no, like they initiated the transaction of conflict. right? Like they started it, basically, is
Of
what I'm
course, of
saying.
course.
Everybody's like, Russia's like, oh no, they took over ours. This is ours. We were supposed to be here, and like, no, you showed up at your friend's house unannounced. So yeah, like what happened then was like we sanctioned them. Like everybody in the world was just like, we're not going to do business with Russia, and Russia starved.
Mm-hmm.
Like they starved,
I,
and
I feel bad for the people that live there.
oh yeah, no, like the people that live in Russia, like they suffer because their government is stupid.
And let's be fair, they were suffering far long before Ukraine.
Yeah, but
Let's be
like
honest.
they the lack of resources and food and income and all that stuff, because like it's like I can't remember if it's a completely communist or it's a socialist society. I can't remember what type of economic structure they have or whatever. It's like a version of capitalism, but it's ran by the government or something like that. Like basically the government owns the businesses, but they disseminate money and resources to people and blah blah blah.
Oligarchy?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't
I've
know
heard
that.
that word. I am the last person to ask about this
Yeah.
kind of stuff, honestly. Like, I don't do geopolitical, whatever, this and that. Like, I just watch TikTok, and that's where I get my news.
Oh, that's comforting. Um.
Well, but you gotta understand, like, I'm not getting my news in the way that, like, oh, I'm gonna make life-changing decisions
Oh
based
yeah,
upon the
yeah.
information that I consume
I'm gonna go to
from this
war.
platform. Yeah, like, I don't. First of all, I don't trust major news networks at all. None of them. Not a single
No,
one of them.
yeah, no,
So why would I
none of
waste
them.
my time? Why would I waste my time? At least on TikTok, most of the time it's entertaining,
Yeah,
and I can make
that's
up
true.
my own mind.
Yeah.
You
Like
know.
independent like news outlets or news people, I guess you could say, like small independent ones are probably the
Mhm.
best place to get your news from, because while
Oh, who
they
knows?
are on YouTube most of the time and they still have ad revenue and stuff like that, like it's not directed ad revenue unless they're integrated ads. And if you have a news platform that has integrated ads, but they're still like, oh, these are political agenda news ad things, right? Like, then at that point, you shouldn't be watching that news outlet, right? Like, you shouldn't have ads like integrated advertisement that sway the viewpoints of the news and stuff like that, right? So,
Right. Like,
like,
oh,
it's
we're going
okay
to
to have
report this way because Baskin Robbins is our
yeah,
sponsor today.
yeah, like you shouldn't have that. Like,
It's raining chickens.
yeah, like we're not gonna talk about like trans rights or gay rights or anything like that because Chick-fil-A's our sponsor today. Like shit like that, right? Like you shouldn't be able to, like that's not good advertisement. Like that's swaying the news. Like the news is the news. That's what it is. Like nothing should influence the news. Like you're just sitting there telling people what's going on in the world. But yeah, um,
Speaking of news, what's been going on with you?
what's been going on with me? No, I want to talk about
We
this
haven't.
China Russia thing. Like I never
Okay.
made my point.
Oh
I never
yeah,
made my
sure.
point. So like
Sorry,
Russia,
I preempted the segue,
yeah. So
and
Russia
I
went
was.
into an economic slum, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like they went down bad, and they're still kind of going down bad. Like it got to a point where they were drafting people into the military, and people were bucking back on them. Like they'd show up to recruiting posts, and they just like blow people's brains out. Like they were like, "Oh, you're gonna recruit me? Nah," and that's it. Like that shit was going on, and people were starving and stuff like that. So if China did that, like China is a huge company, or not company, country. Sorry, it is a company technically, but also a like
Countries are
country. Yeah,
technically companies.
yeah.
They both
Like
start with C's.
in comparison to Russia, it's huge. Like I mean, it's
Oh yeah.
gigantuan. Um, is that the right word? I don't know. It's ginormous. Uh,
I
but
think I think gigantic. No, it
gigantuan.
sounds. I don't freaking know. Now
Yeah,
you've
I
got
don't
me
know.
just. None of
but
it sounds right.
but like China's economic structure is all in what it produces.
Gargantuan.
Gargantuan. It's all in what it produces. Like we are like America and like Europe and shit like that. Like we're the consumers. China's the producer. So if China goes to
Yeah.
war with us, then we will no longer consume. So then
Right.
China will no longer get money. They'll just be sitting there
Right.
making all this shit with nothing to
Nowhere for it to go.
Nowhere, no one to buy it.
Yeah. I mean,
Like
yeah.
the economic flow of a war between United States and China, or not even United States, like the North America, South America side of the world, like that would probably economically ruin China. But
Right.
they
Well,
are
because
they are communism. They are communists, so
well,
like they can just be
you
like, no, you're going to do this because we said so.
you also have to take into consideration, just like with Ukraine and Europe and NATO, if
Yeah.
China entered a war with the United States, that would include NATO as well, because the United States is a NATO leader. So you are they not? Are we not?
No, we are, but NATO wouldn't get involved.
Why
NATO
wouldn't
would
they?
NATO would be like, "Oh, yeah, this is your thing, man. We're not gonna do like." You think like small NATO nations are gonna get into that? Like, no.
Well, I'm talking about like England,
Oh yeah, no. They would like
you know,
sanction. They would sanction shit.
Germany.
Like everybody would cut off. Like NATO would cut off economically China. Like that would just. But see, that's the thing. Like China makes everything.
I don't know. Dude,
That's
that would
what.
suck
That's
if
what they
friggin' that
realized.
happened and then we didn't have any backup. Like, cool,
Yeah,
I'm
no.
glad we helped you guys out in the past.
Yeah, that's what they realized when like COVID hit and China shut down. Like everybody realized how much shit is made in China. Like you go like I remember going to like the auto parts store, like Advanced Auto or AutoZone or whatever. Just go in there and there's like two screwdrivers on the fucking shelf and like a car battery and that's it.
Yeah.
And they were just like weird no name brands, just like just Garbo stuff, right? And those were the things that weren't made in China.
We just need to get back to making our own shit again. Like
Yeah.
the way it used to be. Like,
But
you know,
like
like
we're like America's not built for it anymore. Like we're not educating people.
we well, that doesn't mean we shouldn't try. If we just keep perpetuating the idea that
But
we're not educating people and we're not going to do this, then it'll
they've
never
been
happen. But
they've been trying.
if we start, well, okay, then what's your point?
Nobody wants to do it. Like that's the thing.
Well, then they won't gonna have all the things that they want, and we're gonna have to
Yeah,
go through some hard times
yeah.
because we won't have it available to us.
That's gonna suck. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a great time. It's a
I
whole
mean,
bunch of nothing.
we can't even go buy eggs.
Yeah. Well, I
Our
mean,
eggs are
we don't make chickens anymore, so
damn it.
we stopped making chickens. There, we got Chinese chickens now.
We stopped making chickens in 1953.
I say that, and every day, like in the upstate South Carolina, like hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of chickens are trucked from like the north to the south and the south to the north of like between the chicken factories and stuff. They're just like trucked back and forth every day. I remember going
Right.
to like college and on a major highway, like I guess it's a residential highway where like it's a 4-lane highway, but there's like businesses and bullshit next to it, like on the thing. Like it's just a main road.
Hmm.
And like every day I would be on a motorcycle behind a fucking chicken truck. I hated it so much. Yeah. Like and it's just like there's just chickens everywhere and it's just like, oh god, just like get me away from these chicken trucks. And it didn't matter what time of day I would go. Like they would always be there. I
Ride
hated
them
it.
over there.
Yeah.
Dude, I worked one afternoon
Mhm.
in a chicken farm, where they would have chickens come in and you'd take them, I think, from like the big cages from the trucks, and you'd put them in like these little cages inside this barn.
Yeah.
Absolutely horrible. I don't even know if I was old enough to legally be working. I think this person might have been hiring underage people to work. I don't
Yeah.
remember how old I
And you were
was.
just
I
there like, "Come on, little baby, let's go." And like
Mm,
everybody else was like, "Get in the fucking cage, get in the cage."
yeah, dude. Well, they were like, you gotta grab them by their feet
Yeah.
and you just cram them into these cages, and people were doing that. And I just one thing that stood out, other than the fact that it was balls hot because it
Yeah.
was like the middle of summer, and I hated it every minute of it. There was like this little kid there.
Yeah.
Like he must have been like the son of whoever owned the farm, because there's no way this kid was employed. He was like 12 years old.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I was young myself, so I don't really remember. This kid was taking chickens by their heads and ringing them, breaking their necks right there. I'm sitting here being like,
Nobody's going to tell this kid to like, hey, stop being a monster.
yeah, yeah. That has stood out to me my entire
Oh my
life.
god, dude. That yeah, no, that's like that's traumatizing. That's how serial killers are made.
I think that kid probably became a serial killer.
Yeah, like
But
that's
yeah,
like if you want to know if a kid's gonna be a serial killer, like take him to a chicken processing place.
see how he handles these innocent, like defenseless creatures.
Yeah,
Like what? How does he react to them?
yeah. When a person has no repercussions for abusing a thing, like that's when you know if they're gonna be a sociopath or like a killer for the rest of their lives. If they're just
I,
because like that's the progression of it, right? You sit there and you practice on innocent things that have no
yeah,
like there's no
they
repercussions
they
for
they
doing
say
anything to
a
it.
lot of like warning signs of like psychotic behavior, and potentially like warning signs for future like
Serial killers,
psychopath
yeah, yeah,
serial killers, is like when in their in childhood,
they
like
abuse,
torturing and
yeah,
killing small animals
yeah.
like dogs and cats, and then it slowly goes from that to other things, bigger things, and eventually it makes its way up to people. Um,
Well, that's if they're smart.
yeah, I guess you have to be smart to be a serial killer.
Well, to be a successful one.
Well, has there? I
Wow,
mean,
this stream just got wild.
we went from weather balloons to serial
The
killers.
serial killer, dude. This is what happens when we wing it, man.
Dude, I enjoy it so much more honestly because you just never know where the freaking conversation's gonna go,
Yeah,
and I that's what I enjoy about this more than anything. I
yeah.
don't like knowing. I like the unknown.
That is the fun of it, isn't it? Right? Like, so the unknown. Speaking of which, we're gonna transition to a thing. Yeah, this is
Oh,
the
I
transition
felt that.
you
I
tried to
felt it.
do. Yeah. So like
I tried and
earlier,
failed.
yeah, earlier. No, yeah, it is what it
I
is.
did.
Yeah, earlier
You
this
can say
week,
it.
I did like a garage stream. Like literally, I was just sitting there like streaming from my garage, my freaking cell phone or whatever, just cleaning up my garage. That was it. I don't know if I got it in here. Where's my? Yeah, I had a old cell phone that just was like hooked to my Wi-Fi, and it was like I rubber banded it to my arm so I could sit there and read chat and stuff. And like I was sitting there cleaning up like piles of wood
Uh,
and shit like that in my garage, and that was it. I
nice.
unboxed a drill I bought that I totally forgot that I bought. It was a big impact drill, so like a big impact hammer drill. And it was loud, and I blew everybody's eardrums out because there's no noise
Good for
gate
you.
on a mobile
Cell
phone.
phone.
Yeah, but yeah,
Should we still call them cell phones? Are
yeah,
they smartphones?
they're cell phones. Technically, they're cell phones because of how the network works. That they're in cells and stuff.
They still use cell towers?
Yeah, they still use cellular towers. It goes from the satellite to the cell tower to the phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just an odd thought I had. Because what was it that I asked earlier?
Is there
Is there
still
long
roaming?
distance and roaming?
Yeah, dude, that was such a boomer question you asked me before the stream,
I'm
dude.
not even. I'm technically a millennial, so that's
No,
insulting.
no, it's
Yeah, I
it's
am
it's
technically.
not when you're born. It's your state of mind. Like I am boomer.
Oh, I'm definitely a boomer then.
Yeah, I'm definitely a boomer because I'm just like, man, I gotta go to bed. It's 3 o'clock's gonna come early in the morning. I went to bed at 10
Oh
o'clock.
man,
I'm running on fumes, man.
I can't imagine having to get up that early. I'm still awake usually.
Yeah,
Like I go to bed at like 5 a.m.
yeah. And right now it's 4 for me, but it's 3 hours. Like it's 1 for you. So
Yeah, so like this is my downtime.
yeah,
It's like
and you spend it with me. Oh,
occasionally.
oh.
I mean, I don't know if you got my message about it earlier. I won't be able to hang out afterwards, unfortunately, because I did
Yeah,
have
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I did not unfortunately unfortunate that I can't hang out, but fortunate because it's because I am remaining committed to my video a day policy.
How is
And
that going? Like, it's still, you're still kicking it, man. Like, I haven't watched
Yeah.
a Jarred video in a while, but like, I know. I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit you and be like, oh, I've been watching every single one. I'm not gonna do that. Like, true friends don't watch their friends' YouTube videos. Like, we don't watch each other's YouTube videos. Okay, come on now.
Yeah, no, I don't.
True friends don't.
I mean, there's very little that I actually do watch on YouTube as it is. Like, I watch my own videos because I got to
Yeah,
make sure that they went up all right. I watch Critical Role,
yeah,
and like that's it.
yeah. Like, you didn't even know I was streaming this week or started streaming again
Well,
last week.
because you hadn't done it for so long,
Yeah,
and I don't get notifications on my phone for like anything apparently.
yeah.
So but then when you stream, I'm normally either asleep
At
or
work.
at work.
Yeah, and it's hard to
But
watch a stream while you're at the club, at strip club. Like, it's hard. It's very distracted.
yes, yes, it is. You know, when you've got all of that up in your face, it's hard to do anything.
No, I mean, like, the stream is distracted from a strip club because they're just that good.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something and now I can't remember.
But
What were we just talking about?
we were talking about me streaming from the garage, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it was the most fun I've had in a long time. Because it
Good.
was like this. It was just completely like, bah, there it is, you know? Whatever it is whatever it is. Just try not to show my plumber's crack. You know, that's all I was trying to do. That was like my biggest concern. Just make sure I don't bend over and show plumber crack.
or the or, or the hole in your front pants.
Yeah, oh yeah, in my sweatpants. Dude, like, so they don't know. Like, you guys don't know. Like, I got me some Amazon Basic sweatpants, which I'm actually, like, I'm wearing some right now, right? But I got another pair, and, like, literally there's just a hole in the crotch. Like, they're just made like that. And
They come that way?
Yeah, they came that way.
What? What do you mean they came that way?
They came that way, and, like, I've been sitting here, like, I asked my wife, she's got a sewing machine, and I was like, do you have, like, a needle and thread? I don't want to bust out your sewing machine. She's like, no, I don't know where it's at. So I even bought, like, a little bitty baby sewing kit, so now I can fix my sweatpants.
Is there a hole there?
So now we're going to probably have a sewing stream.
Oh my god.
There's
As long as you're not wearing them at the time.
Yeah, as long as we're not wearing them. Maybe there's going to be a sewing stream. I don't know.
Well, I will say that when I'm not working, like if I have the day off or if I'm not feeling well or if I take vacation and I do notice you're on, I almost always try to come over and hang out because like it's something that I legitimately enjoy doing.
Aw.
Just what I tried to tell you before when you were in your funk. I was like, dude, what you do is good. Stop being a poo-poo head.
Yeah, like, I know I'm hyper critical of my own self. Like, I'm my own worst enemy, like, literally, but like, it does get to a point where I'm doing too much stuff. Like, this week, like, all I've done was the garage stream, played a little bit of Destiny, and then Hogwarts Legacy for like the past 2 days. And I could already feel like Hogwarts Legacy is kind of like grading on me just a little bit, but like,
Wow.
it's a fun game. Despite all the like the back end drama out in the real world, like the product itself. Like, if we put it in a bubble to where it's like, is this game good? Yes, no.
Yes.
Game good.
Yes.
Game good.
I would agree. And yeah, just like you said, despite all the real world bull crap,
Mm-hmm.
we still see plenty of people streaming it anyways, not just
Yeah.
you or you know, like it's not like I don't know. I made a point earlier where I was saying like I don't know that much about the world of Hogwarts and Harry Potter
Me neither.
and all that stuff. I've never read any books. I've only watched like
Oh, you know less
30
than I
minutes
do
of the
then, yeah.
first movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know nothing about this world, but I can tell you like I feel like the mythos and the lore is beyond the creator.
Yeah.
It's just like how Star Wars exists beyond George Lucas now. It's just the
Yeah.
same way that Star Trek exists beyond Gene Roddenberry.
Yeah.
These IPs no longer are the like
While they technically belong to them,
They
they
technically
don't, yeah.
do belong to it. They no longer exist
Yeah.
purely for those people. They now belong to you and me and the rest of the world because
Yeah.
they became extremely beloved and iconic. And I see a development company that has put a lot of hard work and time into making one of the most polished games that I've seen in a long time. We have had a lot of really bad games come out over the last few years.
Forspoken, anyone?
Forspoken, Cyberpunk. I
Cyberpunk,
mean,
anyone? Yeah.
the list
Oh,
does
yeah.
go on, but like you've played it a heck of a lot more than I have. I only have 3.3
Yeah.
hours, but like even knowing nothing about the world or anything else, like I was blown away with it. And yeah, it's the first time I've had a game where while I'm away at work and all I want to do is go home and play it more.
Yeah.
I haven't had that in a long
except for
time.
it's been like since Valheim, hasn't it?
Valheim was great as a game, but it didn't really get me as excited as games like it used to.
Yeah.
And this game is the first game. Hell,
Dude, my wife
might
is about to experience the greatness of Valheim.
maybe since Skyrim.
Really? Since
I don't think
Skyrim.
there's been a game that has come out that has captured my attention like this has.
Okay.
I'm sure there's been others. I just can't think of them. That's a lot of years between then and now, but yeah, no, I'm looking forward to playing more of it for sure.
Oh, it's fun. I'm not gonna say too much about it.
Please don't.
Other than like, it's sad how refreshing it is because
Right.
it's just a game. Like it's just like
It's not just a game.
well, no, like it's trying to find the words. It's built like single player open world RPGs should be built.
Right.
And it's just like it's sad how refreshing just seeing a thing built how it should be built. And
From
it
day
just
one.
and it just stands alone on its own just on the fact that like, oh, there's no like microtransaction store, and like, oh, you want cosmetics? Great.
Holy shit, the cosmetics.
Run over onto the other side of the fucking map and go kill this little goblin dude and like all his little friends, and you'll get that cosmetic. Not just like go to work, clock in for an hour, and here's $15. Like, oh, this freaking sucks, dude.
And the cosmetic system in that game is pretty freaking fantastic too, if I may say. You can like customize every piece of clothing.
Yeah, as soon as you get it, like as soon as you pick up an item, boom, you got the transmog for it. That's
just
simple.
Great. That's all gamers want in games is transmog.
Yeah. Like, I will say, like, I can sit here and nitpick it because, like, I'm like 20 something hours in, and I'm just like, man, I really wish I didn't have to transmog it every time I picked something up and changed it. But like, that's a good problem to have. Like, honestly, like it's okay. Like, it's still like miles beyond not having that system, right?
Yeah. For sure. And it's still, I think we talked about it before streaming, like the problems that do exist are so minute and compared to other games that have come out that have been literally unplayable from the start.
Like it's
and some of them are still barely playable.
Yeah, like the problems that it has is for the problems that I see that it has are like nitpick problems. They're like very like player centric problems. It's nothing like the game could do it better, but to appeal to a mass audience, it would be foolish for it to do it like that.
Right.
Like I've had problems like I started off in hard mode, right? So like it breaks its own mechanics. It breaks its own game combat mechanics for hard mode to make it harder, right? So like that kind of thing. I was just like, okay, this sucks. We'll go back to normal. As soon as I went to normal, dude, it was just fucking perfect. Everything, combat was pretty good. Now I'm starting to get into a little bit harder combat, right? And if I would be in hard mode at this point, like it'd just be a nightmare. It'd just be an absolute freaking nightmare. But I think I was like doing things in the combat stuff, like the crossed wands thing or whatever. I was doing stuff
with a controller.
I've played with
keyboard and mouse in it.
I've played with both. controller is probably the way to go for the mass majority of people. But the issue I have with the controller, this is another like personal preference thing. Like, they don't let you change the keybinds on your controller.
Right.
Like it is like there's not even an option to like go from like one controller schematic.
Scheme.
Like you can't go Southpaw or like freaking claw game or whatever. Like you can't do
Right.
that.
Right.
Like it's like this
It
is the
just is
button
what it
layout. Yeah,
is.
like this is like the only way it's gonna fit. And like I want to take my right bumper and my right trigger and just like invert the two to where, because you gotta like hold down one and push a button and do a thing, but also some
Right.
of the buttons you push while you're holding it down, those are the buttons that like block stuff, and like so it's just like the fact that this is a trigger, it's not on off. It's a progressive trigger for like race cars and stuff like that. Like it's a gas pedal. Like
Right. Right.
I need it to be on off. Well, there's an on off button right there, right above it, and I can't switch the two.
Yeah. But they may include that.
Yeah, well,
Like
like that's
technically, the game is not even released. Like if you pre-ordered
technically
it, you can play it now. It
technically.
doesn't actually come out till the 10th.
Yeah, but see, like issues like that, like those are little issues I could sit there and nitpick, but they're like very centric to me. Like they're or people that are like I can't, like my fingers, I have no thumbs. Like I don't have controller hands, right? Like I have big meat paws for hands, and I can't do controller well. So I use mouse and keyboard because I can on mouse and keyboard, dude. You could change every single keybind. Every single keybind, you could just make it whatever you want, and like it's great. But you got like I have to make it to where it works for me. So like that makes being on mouse and keyboard, it makes flying weird. Like flying's like a little bit weird, but
Haven't done it yet.
it's wild. Like I just
I've seen them coming out of the trees when you're going to the town the first time, and
oh
that's it. And
yeah
I'm just like, it's like that looks so good. I
yeah
don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil it for people who are listening and maybe want to play it.
yeah.
But uh, I think what anyone can take away from what we've been saying is like it's. I would almost say that it is a masterpiece, possibly. I
Yeah.
haven't played enough to make that assumption yet, but from what I have played, like holy crap, these guys deserve props for what they have
Oh
pulled off.
yeah.
Because
No, like it's an
what
Elden
else?
Ring level of game. It's an
What
Elden
else
Ring
have
level
they
of game.
made? This company, we
Avalanche?
looked it up, didn't we? It's not the Avalanche that people think of. There's actually two companies named Avalanche, and I feel like the company that is making this game hasn't really made much else.
I don't know. We could look it up. What's the actual like the technical Christian name of the studio?
It's Avalanche Software, and I can click it right here.
Avalanche Software. That's their Twitch. There's this.
Of course, it goes straight to that game. So maybe
I'm on their
Wikipedia.
wiki.
Good.
Bam.
Oh my! I'm blind from both sides. God damn it!
Dude, your camera just got so bright.
Ah.
Dude, they made Mortal Kombat games. So 96, they made Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, 97 Mortal Kombat, Rampage. Oh, they were behind Rampage? Okay. They
Okay.
made
But dude, this
Tag.
is some old stuff. They haven't made something
Yeah.
since 2017.
2007, they made a Hannah Montana game.
Oh.
They made a Toy Story
Playing
3
that
game.
on my channel
Oh,
tomorrow.
That's right. They were known as like we make the Disney games. That's right, because they made Cars, Disney Infinity, Cars, Toy Story. Like they were making Disney games in the mid like 2006
And one
to
Dragon Ball Z game.
yeah, like from like 2005 to 2017 for like 10 years. They've been making Disney games. And now they made a Warner Brothers IP, like Hogwarts game. I think for their pedigree of like the games they've made, like Hogwarts Legacy is a fantastic game for them. As far as like
when you consider some of the other developers out there who've been making games forever,
yeah,
and well, like CD Projekt Red have been making games for quite a while. With the Witcher series has been, and then you got Cyberpunk comes out and it's just a travesty of a game for the most part.
it's
Still good, but like
it's a dumpster fire with wheels. It's a rolling dumpster fire.
Yeah. Did you play Forspoken? I never played it.
No, because it was PlayStation PC exclusive. Like it came out.
You
It's
have a
like
PC.
I have a PC, but like anytime it's like PlayStation exclusive or anything like that, like that's kind of like a guarantee that's going to be good. But I'll wait on it just to see because that means Sony's had their hands in it. And the same thing with like Xbox. I'll like if it's a certain console then like PC exclusive, that means there's like some stuff going on. And then I did hear some backroom talk that like, oh, it's going to be bad. Like some preemptive like some people
Well,
like previewed it and they were like, there's like it looks good on the like just glancing at it looks great, but
I
like
don't
there's
think
real
it
core
does, honestly.
mechanics.
Like from the moment they've been releasing teasers on it and stuff, like I think we talked about it on the Pipcast a few times,
Yeah.
and then up to its release, like I don't know, something about it just like it was just really cringy to me,
Yeah.
and people making arguments left and right about it not being as bad as people think it is. Whatever, I have my own opinion and I never played it, so my opinion is only worth that much. So I try not to talk too much bad about it, but it just I don't know. It didn't look fun. The
Yeah.
gameplay didn't look interesting. Looked janky AF in a lot of the videos that I saw. So I mean, obviously I'm judging it from a distance, but
Yeah. That's
it's a
all we
Square
can do
Enix
because we
game,
haven't
wasn't
played
it?
it. Yeah, it's a Square Enix game.
I'm
Yeah.
not a Square Enix fan. I'm a unpopular opinion. I'm not a Final Fantasy fan. Not
I've
a
never
Square
played
Enix fan,
I've never
honestly.
played a Final Fantasy game. Well, I take that back. I played Crisis Core back on PSP. That was like that's the only like Final Fantasy game I've played.
I think they
Yeah,
remade that.
they just remade that and I was just like, "Man, I'd like to play that." And I was just like, "You know what? No. I'm going to leave my memories the way they are and I'm not going to buy into
Good
like
for
my
you.
memories of that game are great, but
Good for
also there
you.
was a lot of frustration there because of like how the game was formatted, but like I pushed through it and I was like, "Man, this is a really good story." And like, yeah.
See, here's the thing, like with Final Fantasy, like I appreciate the games for what they are as games, like the art styles and stuff like that. But like for like I've tried sitting down and playing several from like seven to the newer ones, and it's like it doesn't do anything for me. I'm not a Here's what did it for me. Okay, I think I was playing Final Fantasy X.
Mhm.
I don't know. One where you have the little kid who's playing the water sports soccer ball game. It's like he's got a ball in the bubble. I don't freaking know. I
I
don't.
think that was 9 cuz 10 was an
Whatever.
MMO. 10 was an
What?
MMO and 14 was an MMO.
Whatever.
I think it was
Um.
9. Yeah, it was
So
9.
here's the thing. I played it and I was like, oh, this is fun. JRPG, cool, cool, cool. I mean, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
And I got to like one of the bosses, and I wasn't strong enough to defeat it. I didn't grind enough, but I'm stuck because there's a cutscene and it loads the cutscene into the boss. So there's no going back to grind more to level up.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, so I have to start over from the beginning because this game has an autosave feature or whatever that saved it at the
That
beginning of
writes
a
over
cutscene.
itself. Yeah, to where
Yeah.
you're just
So
stuck
and I'm like,
fighting this
oh,
dude.
screw this game, and I haven't played a Final Fantasy ever since.
Yeah.
It's like,
I
I'm
don't
sorry, I'm not into that.
yeah, I don't like I don't like I like linear games, but not when they like oh, you have zero choice. Like you're doing this or you're just going to start over. Like I hate that. Like you can't go back and like I guess what would be considered save scumming or whatever. Like you can't go
I'll
back and
do it.
like do a different
I do
thing.
it.
I hate yeah, I just don't
I'm all
like
about that because I hate one of my biggest pet peeves,
mhm
especially in gaming,
is boss fights.
other than boss fights. I said one of my pet peeves, is having to do things over again. Once I've done something, I don't freaking want to do it again.
Yeah, it's just super
So
repetitive for you or
yeah, I hate it. It's like if I spend all this time trying to get to the certain point in the game and then I die and the autosave was like 2 hours ago, I stop playing the game.
Oh
I'm like, screw
no.
that. Like,
Yeah.
no, I'm not doing that all over again. I already did that. Either have a better autosave feature or let me manually save or a quick save. I will save scum my way through an entire game to save myself from repeating stuff over and over again because I'm not for that. Which is why I don't like boss fights, because most boss fights is
Start.
learn the
Yeah.
repetition, learn the sequence of events,
Start
become an
from the
automaton.
beginning. Yeah. Start from the
No,
beginning.
hell no. I got more. I don't have time for that, dude.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
not
what the
12
fuck?
years old with no job, living in my mom's basement
Yeah.
with all the time in the world. I got a job and responsibilities and crap like that.
And a YouTube channel on top of it.
And a YouTube channel and 2 podcasts.
Yeah.
This and Pip.
This and Pip.
This,
Pipcast 3000.
that sounds like a great like.
That's our 1970s band. This and Pip. It's our 70s disco band. That's their name.
Who's this and who which one's this and which one's Pip?
Pip is the head honcho dude, and then this is like the rest of the band.
Well, who's the head honcho of the band?
Pip.
Well, who's Pip? Is Pip a
Pip.
real person named Pip?
Yeah.
But I came up with the idea, so I should be the boss.
You can be Pip.
I don't want to be Pip.
That's your stage name. At least it was back in the 70s. It's changed now because, you're different now, but like,
Have I aged?
yeah. It's been since the 70s.
But do I look like I've aged? From the 70s? I wasn't born yet,
I don't think
dude.
you're yes anding anymore. I think you're actually taking this at face value. Yes and. Like, we're making up an imaginary band that
Who says it's imaginary?
Oh
If
my
it's in my head,
God.
it's real for me.
My brain hurts.
You
You're
can play the bass.
you're making my bald spot bigger. Like, stop it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something else.
What did you think? What else
don't
could you
know.
think?
All I heard, the first part, you said bald spot, but the first few letters, bald. I was like, whoa, where's he going with this? Oh,
You're making
bald
my
spot.
bald
Okay.
spot itch. Stop that.
Like, you're making my
Jesus.
balls swell.
Oh my gosh.
I've
You're
lost
silly.
every.
Yeah, you're silly.
Nah.
Hey, this
normal.
is what happens when we wing it. Did we wrap up all our conversations? I feel like we have.
I don't
Hogwarts
know.
Legacy, good game. Bad drama, good game.
Bad drama, good game. You can support people's rights to live free and dignity and still enjoy playing a video game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I said that the way I was thinking. But there apparently is like 500,000 people playing it before it's even out.
Oh,
according to PC Gamer anyways. I just happened to see it and I wanted to since we rounded our way back there.
uh-huh.
Yeah. Since if you pre-order it, you get to play it 3 days early and there's already over 500,000 people playing it apparently.
Yeah.
Is that true? You looking at yeah, you fact check this cuz I want to know if that's true.
What am
Will
I
it
looking
even
at?
show up there because it's not currently actually released?
I don't know. That's what I was looking. So for those who don't know, we are looking at Steam charts.
You gonna show it?
Yeah. Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, since it's not even released, it's not showing anybody.
There's no data. Yeah.
There's no data. Like, technically,
I'm-
it's not released. So
I'm curious where they get this information from then. Because they're showing a picture of Steam. SteamDB? Steam
DB?
database? Is that something? SteamDB? Via the Steam API?
Yeah, well,
That
that's
sound-
what Steam charts looks into. I've never heard of SteamDB, but I'll look.
I don't know. That's what the link that they have here. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a whole ass thing. It looks like
Right there, top right, trending
Yeah.
games. What does it say?
Players right now is 217,000. That's
What
how many
is-
people are playing it.
Wait. Yeah. Look at what's that 400,000 number?
It's peak.
Game peak. Okay.
That's
So
Twitch
that's
viewers.
pretty close.
Yeah, it peaked Tuesday, Twitch viewers at 1.2 million. That's a
Damn.
fuck ton.
Damn.
That is a lot. I did not realize it peaked that much. But its release date. Oh, this website's fucking sick. Oh my gosh.
You're welcome. I'll take credit for this.
Yeah.
It's got all your numbers and statistics that you could ever
dude,
hope
I
for.
love this website. This website just gave me a boner. Oh my god. Oh my god. Steve DB, I love you.
Now I know how the hole in your pants got there.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, the all-time peak was 13 hours ago, and it was 489,000. That's how many people were playing it. And at that time, almost double that were watching it on Twitch.
That's crazy.
That's insane. But then you had this peak on Tuesday of people watching it because they were watching XQC, and they were watching... So there was a weird thing that happened. There was probably like they had like technical issues on like the release and stuff, where only certain content creators had like drops and stuff, and it was because of the time zone. It was the time zone of the content creator that dictated the drops. And then if that, like, I was watching Glad at the time, and the content creator had to turn the drops on. Like, they had to, like, turn the drops on, and the viewer had to refresh the stream after the time zone unlocked itself or whatever. They couldn't do it, like, if they started the stream before that, like, it didn't work. It was weird.
So where did it start? Who had top priority as far as that release and the time zone releases?
Whoever was in, like, Greenwich Mean Time.
What?
Because that's Greenwich Mean Time. That's 0.
Greenwich? Well, where's 0? Where is that? That's what I'm trying to find out. Who was playing this game and getting drops first before anyone else in the world?
XQC. That's what I was saying. Like there was a point in time he had 100,000 viewers, just him alone, if
That's
not
crazy.
more. Like, it was at the top of the directory when the last I looked. It was him and Avalanche Studios, and they both had like 120,000 viewers. Just between the two. Like, two of them, they had 250,000 viewers. And then you had the entire rest of the directory, and at that point in time, it was only at 500,000. Yeah, like, I was sitting there looking at his chat, and his chat was just like, like, you couldn't even, like, you know how if you, like, follow a name in chat, you can kind of see who, like, the name is? Like, you couldn't even do that. It was just going so fucking fast. Like, he was
I
like,
can't even imagine that.
He was sitting there and he was just like, I'm not even gonna put it in slow mode. Like, slow mode's not slow enough. Like, there's no point, because you got like 100,000 people just sitting there just like talking about it, and they're not even saying anything pertinent. Like, they're just sitting there like shit posting.
Right.
That was it.
That doesn't surprise me. That's crazy.
February 8th, 20 UTC. I wish you could change the time zone on this. Embed this chart into your website. Compare with others. You compare this with others? This is totally sick. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. But see, this also
blew your mind.
Yeah, this also has Twitch data, right? So at the same time, like, Grand Theft Auto always has big boy Twitch numbers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, lifetime concurrent players on Steam, yeah. So, Twitch viewers, high resolution Steam charts, compare with others. What? What's? I don't know. I don't understand how this comparison thing works. Help!
Help me!
So on what? February 8th is what it was. That was Tuesday. Yeah. February 8th at 2000 or no 20. This was peak. This right here was peak Hogwarts time, right?
Oh.
So at that point, there was 1.2 million watching Hogwarts, and there was 200,000 watching Grand Theft Auto 5. That's wild, dude. That's wild.
People like new.
Oh, that's wild.
People like shiny and new, and especially this one was like, we obviously was steeped in so much controversy and
I
drama, as
think
we've
I think
mentioned.
that's what blew it up so much.
Oh, guarantee it.
Yeah, like
I mean,
people
let's be
people
fair
were
though.
tuning in to see what was going
Even
on.
even if J.K. Rowling wasn't a terrible human being,
Yeah, even if she
because
wasn't queen bitch. Yeah, like
that's the thing. Like like we said, you can enjoy the game and still think that about her, right?
yeah,
Like even if she wasn't, I think that this game probably would have been fairly well received because I mean it's freaking Harry Potter, it's Hogwarts, it's
yeah.
that franchise is up there with Star Wars and Lord of the Rings and stuff like that.
I
Like
think
it's
yeah, I think if if there wasn't the real world drama of all that, I
probably
think
would have been double.
it would have been more. Yeah, it would have been a lot more. But even the fact that there was that, it still got the news out there because like at that point, like people like Fox News and CNN and
Oh,
NBC,
Fox News has already reported on it,
they're
dude.
like, oh my god, there's so much drama here. We can piss so many people off, and they're gonna click on this just because they hate it. Like,
Yeah, I
yeah,
I
ugh.
ever since Fox News freaking tried to um burn Mass Effect for having sexual scenes in it. You remember when that happened?
No, not
Yeah,
really.
When Mass I think it was after I think it was after the first Mass Effect game. Fucking Fox News ran a story about how it's got sex scenes in it. And
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, but you don't see anything ever. Like
yeah, like, dude, I
it's the
remember
most
being,
tame
yeah, I
ever.
remember being like younger. I think I was. When did Mass Effect come out? I was probably in my early 20s when it came out.
I'll look it up
No, I
while
was
you're
late teens, probably late teens. Yeah, I remember watching Mass Effect and be like, "Oh, I heard there was sex scenes in this. Oh, we're gonna watch some video game
two,
porn. Hell yeah,
2007.
yeah." So I was like early 20s. I was like 20, 21, something like that. No, I was right at like 20. Yeah, I was right at
Yeah, me
19,
too.
20. Yeah, 19, 20 years old.
We're about the same age, I think.
I remember sitting there and be like, "Man, we're gonna get to that sex scene. It's gonna be great." And then like I got to it, I was just like, "Man, what the fuck is this?" Like I get more out of a freaking magazine. What the hell?
You're right. You're so true because
Yeah, I was just,
they did talk about that as being like a thing. Like,
yeah,
oh boy, you guys just wait
yeah,
and see how explicit this
yeah. And I
alien
was just
sex is
sitting
gonna
here, and it
be.
was basic, like literally, it was like it was the equivalent of some kid having like his kid a Barbie doll and going and like that was the end of it. And I was just like, what the fuck?
It felt like something you would have seen in like a sitcom.
Yeah.
Fade to black.
Fade to black, like exactly. Like, oh,
Like
she just threw her leg over him. Oh my god.
it's like, what is this? The
They
freaking
still
like
have their clothes on.
1800s?
Yeah.
Oh, we saw her ankle. Ooh, risque.
But
Maybe
like
it's an
that,
alien culture thing.
like there's some like bullshit like outlash drama stuff going on when Fox News picks it up. Like when Fox News is
Exactly.
like, oh, there's drama here. Oh my god. Yeah. People are gonna click on this. Like I think that's why, like with your statement earlier, like news outlets, I just don't watch them. Like
Yeah.
yeah, like I don't watch them either. But if I see that one of them has like posted a story, because it's gonna be everywhere you look, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like in the little like, ad blurbs and stuff on the edge of articles and all that kind of stuff. Anytime you see bullshit like that, like it's like okay, this is advertising.
Yeah.
Like they're doing it for advertising. Like so, like there's drama for like it's gotten to a point where major news outlets aren't reporting news; they're reporting drama, and companies make drama. So major news outlets report.
Sensationalism.
Yeah, they report on it because it's free advertising.
Yeah, of
Like
course.
news outlets get clicks, and then the whoever's making the drama or whatever gets people just showing up to see what the fuck's going on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We all know this.
Yeah.
They ain't fooling anyone.
I just think it's funny. I just think it's funny. Like, we fall for it every single day. Even though we know it's happening, we fall for it because Lizard brain is like, I'm triggered. I gotta go do this thing now. Fuck these people, you know? Like, I gotta fucking shit post on this thing.
I mean, I don't do that. I don't fall for it every day.
Yeah, but like there's been times that I get like heated about something and I'm just like, man, fuck this shit. And I'm like, wait a second. This is what they want. They want me to get pissed. So I go over here and click on this thing and like give them a little bit of ad revenue. Little do they know I have ad blocker. I'm gonna sit there and type my bullshit. Ha! You thought you got me, but I have ad blocker.
All right, freaking what's his? Was that from the skeleton guy?
Oh,
The
Skeletor.
Skeletor?
Did I ever show you those clips of that guy putting He-Man and Skeletor in Destiny 2? They're not gonna be relevant to you, but if you're a Destiny 2 person, they're funny as shit. I don't know. I can't remember the name of the YouTube channel that does it, but yeah, it's funny.
I don't recall that.
Yeah,
but...
it's hilarious, but really only if you're a Destiny person, because like it's just like, oh yeah, no, everybody does this stupid shit. It's glad somebody's making fun of it.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't get it probably because
yeah,
I don't play Destiny.
Yeah.
I mean, I have played Destiny, but I don't play Destiny.
Yeah, lucky you. I am kind of excited for Lightfall coming out. It's coming out the 28th, dude. 28th. Like that's the last day of the month. Like they're just skin of their teeth getting it in on February. Skin of their teeth.
What else is coming out?
Not that much. Not really.
Well, I know Atomic Heart is coming out. I'm actually looking forward to that.
I don't think any games are coming out in the rest of the month.
Hold on.
Like Hogwarts Legacy came out, nothing else is coming out.
Why? I just can't get over the fact that every goddamn website is a white background. It just still makes no sense to me. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm personally want to check out Atomic Heart.
All right, here we go.
Oh, you're just gonna you're gonna.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling it up. Well, it's for chat, so like that way they know what's going on.
What website are you using? The Gamer?
I'm using GameSpot.
Games.
You want me to shoot you the link?
No, I got it.
Okay, yeah. Get blinded. So yeah,
Get wrecked, fool.
Yeah, this is where we're at now, Hogwarts Legacy on the 10th, technically. A couple, I would say 1 or 2 games have come out before that.
Returnal. No, not Returnal. I was thinking of something else. Never mind. Returnal looked like crap.
Returnal is a roguelite third-person shooter thing. Like
I don't know, but that sounds like Garbo.
I've heard good things about it because it came out on it was a PlayStation exclusive for a year.
So this is a re-release?
Yeah, so this is the 1-year release for any kind of console exclusive thing. Like this is their strat. Like that's their strat. They release it on their console. They get all the hype for one thing, and then in a year after, they release it on PC, and they get all the hype cycle again. So they're recycling their hype cycle. Like
Sons of the Forest.
Yeah,
that comes out.
Like that's, I'm excited for that.
You and me need to play that.
Yeah, no, we're gonna play that. If you want, what we can do is like turn it into video content for your channel. That way, it's supplementing your workload.
Yeah.
Because like that's like the thing. Like you're hitting your 1 day of like 1 video a day quota. Yeah, so if you want to, we can get together on like a Sunday night, batch record, then there's your recordings for like however long you have them or whatever.
Yeah.
We could do that. We can have like a 2-hour gaming session, get a good amount of Garbo done, and then go for it. And if you want to, what we could do we can stream it on Babbling Bros for those that want to watch it live, and then you could have the channel, the YouTube video on your channel, because like you know how you were saying like streaming on YouTube like actually hurts your channel. It does. It 100% does. Like literally, like for those who don't know, like I've been watching the analytics on Babbling Bros stuff, and like just when we were shooting out videos of a video, and then we went to stream, dude, we dropped like 50% of our viewership right there. 50%. Like that's so crazy. And what it is like what I've
Well, it's
like
because the numbers don't count till after the stream is freaking over.
they don't count till after the stream is over, and also
That's
like
so dumb.
YouTube does not promote it. YouTube
Yeah.
doesn't promote it. Like when you post a video for the first hour, YouTube promotes the shit out of it. Like it'll put it in the home tab. Like it'll just throw it out there in front of people's faces, and then based off of the click through rate, right, that we talked about, then at that point it's like, okay, this did pretty good for that 1 hour. Let's send it to these people. Or if it did pretty bad for that 1 hour, it must not be too good. Fucking throw it in the garbage. Like that's what it does, right? So that's one of the like the release time or whatever. That's why it's so critical, because that dictates the ebb and flow of it up to, I think it's like a 48-hour span or some shit like that. And then after that, it gets relegated to the, oh, this came out a year ago. Here, click on this. Like that side of the algorithm. You ever get those where you get like videos that are like exactly released like 1 year to the day ago? Like I get that shit all the fucking time. Anyway, Returnal is something like, it looks cool, but I'm not going to be about it.
It didn't look cool to me.
Like I think a lot of people were happy with it. People that are into roguelites and stuff were happy with it, but it basically it's like one of those like you live multiple lives, or you like you redo the same timeline, and each time you could do something different. Like it's that type of roguelite.
Okay.
It's like when you die, you respawn at the beginning of the timeline, and there you go. I'm looking forward to seeing what Wild Hearts does, because this is like a
Okay.
Monster Hunter. This is EA's Monster Hunter type game. I know you're gonna love it if you do play it, because it's literally boss fight the game. But I hope it's refreshing for the genre, because right now there's two games in that play space, Monster Hunter and the freaking free to play one from whatever it is. We talked about it in the previous podcast.
And I remembered the name back then, but I can't remember it now.
Yeah, it's the free to play one that like nobody plays because microtransactions. Then like you said, Atomic Heart on the 21st, right? Like I actually went back and rewatched the Steam page of it. Dude, the video quality, like how it looks, I think is gonna just be like, is it an Unreal Engine 5 game?
I don't know. I was actually going to ask you if Hogwarts was Unreal 5.
Hogwarts is Unreal 4. Hogwarts is
Oh,
Unreal 4 with an Unreal 5 plugin, because they were so far on in their thing when Unreal 5 came out. Like they added some stuff to it, but they don't have like hardcore features that Unreal 5 has for like performance, like LOD loading and stuff like that. Like your like you could watch like trees far away and they like do the shape change thing. Like
yeah.
that's Unreal 5 doesn't do that. Or 5.1, sorry, because Unreal 5.1 has the nanite technology to where there are no LOD. Basically, it as you're the farther away you get, the bigger the pixel gets, and it still moves and stuff, but it's just like it turns it basically into a sprite as it gets far away, and then it's just like wiggling the sprite. But it's just enough to where your eye doesn't even, like, you can't even really tell, like, honestly.
Right.
But it's so good on like performance, dude. Oh my gosh. Like it's just fucking insane on performance, because you're not loading like 4 or 5 different textures of an LOD. Instead of having 5 images, you're just loading the one image, and then it crushes it down the closer you get to it. Like it adds more pixels to it the closer you get to it, and then it's just there. Anyway, so Atomic Heart, like Wild Hearts, Atomic Heart, and Like a Dragon, dude. I looked at this game. Oh my god, it's like a little samurai game where you're sitting in your fucking chopping motherfucker. It's like it's basically it looks like it's made by the same people that made
Dynasty Warriors.
no, the Yakuza games.
Oh.
Yeah, the like Yakuza in Like a Dragon and stuff like that. Like it has that look about it, but it looks like it's a very serious take on that type of game. But I don't know. Like I don't know. All I've seen is what they show on Steam.
I never played the Yakuza games either.
Yeah, they're
So I don't
usually
really know.
they're somewhat serious, but they're flamboyant and like weird. Like you'll just be sitting there, and then all of a sudden you'll run into a house, and there'll be a dude in a diaper just standing there, and you're just like, "What the fuck is this?" You're like, this is a Japanese like mafia game. Like, why is this dude in a diaper? Like, I don't understand." Like, it's weird stuff like that.
Because it's a Japanese game, man. That's just how they roll.
Yeah.
They be throwing out weird stuff.
I looked at some of these other games, and I was just kind of like, there's some of them that look like they're gonna be okay, but they're not gonna be up my boat, like in my alley or whatever. And then you got Destiny 2 Lightfall, and like that's like right at the end. So
Kirby, come on.
yeah, no, that's a Nintendo property. I don't care about. Like, there's 3 more games there, and then there's a DLC, and then that's it for me. That's that's why I say like there's not much more coming out, because like while all this stuff is coming.
Heart for me.
Yeah, like Sons of the Forest. Yeah, so there's that. So yeah, 4 more games and then a DLC. But cool. Yeah, let's go like that. Stop blinding the people. Sorry everybody.
Yeah, I'm being blinded from multiple angles.
That's on you, man. That's on you.
You're right.
What do you want to talk about now, buddy?
I don't know. Maybe it's time to wrap things up.
Well, yeah, we are. So that's another thing. Like, I don't know, for, I guess, those that are in chat and those that are watching in future past, our future, your past.
Or
do you like
our past?
Yeah, our past, our past, your future. Fucking God, my bald spot hurts. Fuck, my bald spot hurts now. My head's getting hot.
You're gonna say something else again.
My balls are... Damn it, I almost got him to do a spit take. Almost.
Not on my new microphone, man. Why would you wish that on me?
Dude, that's why you got that freaking elephant condom on it. Come on now. Don't... Oh, God. It hurts my soul.
That's what you get.
Yeah. The length of this podcast, like some podcast, like more conversational podcasts, I see them go for like 3 hours, right? And they're just sitting there talking. Like, that's what they're doing. And other conversational podcasts, I see them go for an hour. But like typically what I see is conversational podcasts start out at an hour, and as it progresses as a podcast, you know, like in its timeline, they just get longer and longer and longer. And then they'll like hit a limit, and then they'll shrink back down a little bit.
What are we talking about? Podcasts.
Yeah. I thought we was talking about Mass Effect sex scenes.
I thought you were going to say something else again.
Dude, what is it that you like? I'd love to know what you think I'm going to say from moment to moment. Like, I would love to see that like Venn diagram of like, this is what Eddie normally says. This is what I think he's going to say. And I'd love to see how often the cross section of that lines up.
Well, I usually only happens if I think you're gonna say something, I'll usually just tell you like what I have done. But like, I thought you were gonna say something else.
Yeah.
Normally, otherwise, I'm not sitting here being like, "Whoa, he almost just said penis." A penis is what I said.
I can't believe you just said that. This channel's getting taken off YouTube now.
It's not even a word. Pain is
pain
is life.
That's such a bad joke. This is so bad.
Pain is
life.
But it's also meant to be a joke. It's just a fact.
But you started saying penis, but it was an amalgamation. Oh my god.
No, that was in your head, my dude. You're sick, man.
Yeah, God.
Weenus.
That's a weenus.
I'm saying all the things except for the one thing that you think that I'm gonna say. See?
All right. I just realized what the thumbnail is gonna be.
Oh,
great. It's gonna be you pointing to your weenus, and the title's gonna be "No, this is a weenus."
Okay.
Does
that mean I have to send you a whole picture of myself, or you just gonna put my face on somebody's body from like
I'm just
Google
gonna
image?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I just
Thank
need a
you.
picture of you like with your argumentative face on.
Does that mean like weenus?
Yeah. No, I mean I need you going like, no, it's this one. Where? Yeah, like argumentative face.
What's
That's your inquisitive argumentative face. That's the what did I
don't
just
know.
see? That's your that's
let's just play a new game where you guess what my emotion is based on my stupid facial expressions.
Okay. Let's do it. That's the oh my god. I didn't know cottage cheese looked like that. All right, the second one was yeah, that one is just like, oh no, something bit me.
I stepped on a Lego.
That's not the step on a Lego face.
Quintessential YouTuber face for a horror game.
that's the tuber face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mouth agape. All right, give me another one. That's the oh my gosh, I can't believe this drama face. Like, what's this drama? That's the wow. This smells bad.
You said she?
I almost made it personal.
She smelled bad.
I almost made it personal.
I'm standing behind this lady at the grocery store in the line. Whew, smells like cottage cheese.
Like Granny doesn't smell like Granny anymore. Why?
What? First of all, what does Granny smell like, and what does she now smell like?
Granny smells like cookies.
Werther's?
No, cookies. Like Granny smells like oatmeal and or chocolate chip cookies.
I could go with that.
Yeah. But not when Granny poops her pants. That's when that other face happens. Let's face it, Granny's Granny. When you get 80 years old, when you get poop your pants, you will.
I feel like you were trying to do a Yoda quote, but it didn't quite come out as well as he thought it did.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is the end of the podcast, everybody. Y'all have a fantastic day. All right.